My name's King Jupiter. And this is... Oh, fuck you. This is D&D, the game we play occasionally.
Yes.
Hi, say hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow. All right, last time, what happened? You argued for about 2 hours what to do, and then you didn't do any of that and just attacked the prison headlong.
Did you expect anything less from us?
I actually expected quite a bit more.
Hey,
There's your first problem.
Excellent plans were thrown out.
Lower
really
your
solid ideas.
expectations.
Things that would, I think, really work. And instead you threw all that out and said full frontal assault on the prison that we already know is well defended with an army that isn't that ready to go. That's the blacksmiths for you anyway. So they attacked the prison and basically everybody died. Because they're a starving, emaciated force attacking
They were gonna
a
die
not
anyway.
starving, not emaciated force. But they won. Just none of the dwarves really did.
4 ran away.
That's
or
true.
something.
4 survived but fled. You are now in the lobby, main area, what's that called? Processing area of the prison. So this is a large rectangular room. To your right are 2 doors, which lead to a barracks that you already opened up and checked was clear. To your left is a metal bar, like cordoned off area with a staircase that goes up. So it's like an armory type thing. It's walled off by iron bars, but it's not like you can't see into it. You can see it's got crates and weapons and all sorts of crap, and then a staircase that leads up. And then to the back left of you is another door that smells like rot. This room is set up kind of like a U shape, so this is the rectangular room you're in, and then the 2 wings. So this wing is the barracks, and this wing is the little box of staircase, and then the very smelling room.
You said one smells like rot.
Rot.
Alright, the dead
like
bodies
rot.
are
We
there.
should go
We're
in
not
there
going.
first.
No, we're not going in there.
Am I here?
Where did I leave him? I don't remember.
We don't remember.
I mean, the tradition is you leave me under a pile
I'm
of
pretty
bodies.
sure he was here.
He's probably in the rotten.
Oh no! Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
he was
here. You
there.
were fighting with everybody else.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
right.
some kills.
Oh yeah,
You
you
were
killed
controlling
the
him.
one person we have
Yeah,
alive.
you rolled really terribly and eventually beat this one Dwagar to death in amidst the battle.
Also, you tried to fight the giant demon.
Yes,
That
you
sounds
did.
like me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys role play me very well.
you tried. It didn't work.
Very well.
If you weren't here, but Visago came down from his whatever
Crazy
temple
town,
happy place, and he basically came down and was like, "Hi guys, how you doing? I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Keep going." And he just chatted with you, and then
Cackled a lot.
Davey tried to hit him, so he ripped off like a big section of Davey's abdomen.
How's Davey recovering from that?
Davey is bleeding heavily.
I'm like stabbing him a bunch of times with the little syringes.
Yeah, and it's gonna work. Eventually. It's definitely gonna work eventually. But right now it's not looking good. So, Nia, if you want to throw up the map view so people see what's going on.
Have I met Visago?
You've seen him now.
I mean, or who is he? I'm blanking.
He's the big black bat strange
Oh.
demon creature that runs the city.
Oh, that's Visago.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So Visago
So
the
he's-
Scarlet Sin.
So he's sentient and
Yeah.
kind of doesn't care what we're doing?
Almost encouraging. Well, actually definitely encouraging you to keep doing what you're doing.
He even got us the keys.
He even got you the keys.
So we could get more people killed, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's all blood for the blood god, huh?
Pretty much. He knows that what you're doing is going to lead to the more dwarven deaths, and he's all for that.
Okay. So we're making everyone happy here. We're rescuing people, murdering.
We're killing the people we
It seems that
rescue.
Visago would be
Appeasing the
more
dude.
than a match for your team, or it would be a close battle, but he has not yet engaged in any amount of combat with you.
I refuse to even engage.
Yes.
I run
He
away.
never struck anyone that didn't strike first.
Yep. No reason to.
So people at home, you'll see in the bottom right that highlighted place closest to the south end is the prison where they are at now, and you can just read the map, hopefully.
Nope. Too much.
So now you know what's going on. Hey, look at this. This recording is getting better all the time. I thought that was a condom.
Soon you'll have the same cameras that exist on our work that
I
move
looked
towards
over, I
the
was like,
person who's
what
talking.
the fuck are you
It's
doing?
time!
Oh,
like those.
wait, this is
You
this
would like
kind of-
those? Yeah,
this
you
is
should
that kind of
invest in
party?
those.
They're creepy.
comics.
They're creepy but they work.
What?
The cameras at our place of work that move when the
Oh
person's
yeah.
talking.
If I have like $4,000, I'll go ahead and cue that up.
They are able to put them in most of the rooms, so obviously they're cheap.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
You should get these.
That's right.
Our company does them. Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. So you're in this room. Voss is tending to Davy's seeping blood wound. Davy has propped himself up on the wall and is just kind of leaning on it while Voss sort of does what he can to medic the wound. You've done what your medicine can do, but this is like a pretty grievous, deep gash.
Don't get any
The
hair
claws
in
were
it.
like razors.
It's just saying, if you get hair in that, it's not gonna be good.
You shouldn't have attacked.
Let's explore.
So is Visago with us?
No, he was charmed by Voss. He got or was that you?
No, it was boss.
And he basically was like, "Why don't you just leave?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right." And he just walked out.
Okay, I was going to.
But he wasn't actually threatening us. He was just kind of hanging around.
Right.
Dick.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Just hanging around. He was basically that guy in the mobile game that you're trying to have a serious adventure, and he's running around doing emotes right in front of you.
Leroy Jenkins
Yeah.
of the group.
He's just like bothering you.
was trying to like avoid comment. It's just like, go be a dick somewhere else.
Yeah.
Great.
Holy shit, that's a lot more than $4,000.
Oh God!
Where?
What are those?
Oh my God!
Holy shit.
What is it?
The cameras at
that-
work that track who's talking are how much, Sam?
15,900.
Each.
And
Each.
they're in like half our conference rooms.
Yeah.
They are.
In a building with 7,000 people.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
That's a
Wow.
lot. That's a lot of
Okay,
money.
we're definitely not getting that unless we're funded by our company.
And you're in the prison.
No,
You
we're
see
not.
two doors in front of you. You
Nope.
see the door back right. That one smells
No, I think
funny.
I think
You
we're
got the
pausing
cake,
the
smells
world for
funny.
a second.
No.
I'm getting the pause
And
button.
it starts.
Nothing ever good happens when that starts.
Yes, this is true.
When Davy dies?
No, you don't know what happens when this runs out, but you do know that you've just caused a massive commotion in there with dead bodies everywhere, and
They're
you just
definitely
breached
sending
the-
reinforcements.
We need to find more people.
There you hear the sounds of shouting and struggling behind down in the depths. So there are two staircases on either side of this big rectangular room that lead down,
Okay.
probably into the prison proper.
Let's go
All
down
right,
there.
let's go. We got the keys, so
It's open. It's
Oh,
just
it's
open.
open?
You can just run down there.
we should
Okay.
cautiously run down before we get bombarded with.
Do you run down the left side or the right
Did
side?
we barricade the door?
The door itself, you remember, was quite difficult to get
Oh
in.
yeah, it's hard to get in from the outside. This opens from the inside
Yeah.
only.
So the door is like a thick metal door in thick wood, thick stone walls with
I
iron
thought
bracing.
Visago
So-
had destroyed it.
No, he destroyed the door that leads to the staircase,
Oh.
so you can get into the armory now.
There's no like bar we can put on top on the door to keep it from opening?
No, it just part of the construction. It has like a bar inlaid into it. It's just a thick metal door.
Ooh.
You just brace it in and it locks itself in.
Just so you guys know,
You
my
could put
powers are
something in
very
front of
tired, and I won't be able to help much.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I thought we slept in here. Did we not sleep in here or rest or anything?
it. Nope.
Do we even have time? No. No, we don't. This is gonna go
Okay.
swell, guys.
Well, the only thing we can do is keep moving along. So let's check and see what's
Left side or right side?
Right.
Right it is.
Sure.
Right, it is.
Let's go to the right side.
Struggling is coming from both sides. Sounds like.
Maybe they combine and they just meet at a single
Right.
point.
Maybe.
At the end of this hall, you see a drow with a crossbow firing into the prison cells,
Of course it is.
one by one by one.
I shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Like, hey, what are you doing there? 20. Or no,
Natural
sorry.
20.
19.
All right.
Wow.
Get the
He's
handy
gonna
dandy.
die.
Oh, let me roll for my second.
Tell me how the violence happened.
Does a 13 hit him?
Wow, I just pulled to the page. Does a 13 hit him?
Yes.
It does not.
That is damages. That is 13 damages.
Wait.
13 doesn't hit.
I rolled my first attack and it was a 19. I just rolled damage for it.
Yeah, the second attack was the
The
sad.
second
13.
attack did not hit.
Yeah, I got you now. So how much? That was 13 damage?
Yes.
Good to know. He takes the bolt in the side of the arm and
Hey, fuck off!
he reloads the crossbow. And
Alright, I back
Fires.
up against the wall.
he doesn't point towards you. He continues with his work.
Oh, good.
Fires another bolt through the bars and continues moving
I
down.
do cast Ray of Frost on him.
He's about 50 feet away, so
I had to check that. Hold on.
I'm sure you make it.
I hope so, because I actually don't
You
know.
could also just take your movement and then do that, so you're probably easily going to get to him.
Okay, I get close enough to hit him with Ray of Frost, whatever that does.
Y'all
Oh,
can
it's
do
like-
stuff at this
Oh,
point.
it's like 60 feet.
Oh, great.
So,
I'll
Or-
go. How far away is the other side of the hallway?
Wow,
the
that
other,
is
it doesn't look like they
terrible.
connect. It looks like it's
If I was to run back up, run down.
2 hallways with 2 cells on either side. It doesn't take long. You're at the crest of the hallway, so probably like 30 feet of your movement
I'll
gets.
take the left way then.
Okay, you go down the left way. It's the same thing.
I'll run up to the guy.
One dude. You use all your movement, and you don't quite make it to him. You're still 20 feet away, but you're getting there.
I don't hit him.
I'm like, well, hold on. Let me make sure I'm.
You doing the rolling thing, going left, or you going towards this dude?
I think I'm already like 50 feet away from you, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Darn, I have 45 movement speed.
Bummer.
I run up to within 5 feet of him, so.
All right. There you are.
I'll shoot him again.
Okay.
He's just continuing to do
Do I see
things.
anyone else who's shooting the prisoners?
Nope.
Nope.
Is
One
it
guy
just-
per hall looks like.
Okay, that's at least good.
Does a 16 hit him?
No.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Well, I guess I do nothing then.
This guy looks a little more equipped than the other ones you've seen before.
Alright.
He is bristling with weapons. His armor looks thicker and well made. He also doesn't seem deterred by your actions. He seems focused on his task.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit him again with Ray of Frost.
Sure you are.
Yeah, sure I am, because my rolls are shit. Never mind, I accidentally hit
Alright.
someone in the cell.
He fires another bolt into the bars, and you hear a grunt, and then the sound of gasping, and then nothing. Roland.
I'll go up to this guy and smack him, I guess.
Sure, yeah. You run up to him, and he draws a short sword out of his back he pulls it out of the armor behind him to start to try to defend himself.
I hope you roll better. Good God, I'm going back to my original.
Bouncy.
Bouncy bounce. Oh.
Second attack.
He parries that blow away.
What the hell is Davy doing? Why are you
bleeding.
Dying.
Huh?
He's
Oh,
bleeding
right.
on the ground.
Yeah.
What is
Boss
Voss doing?
That's gonna sound
What?
good on the recording.
I know. Voss, are you gonna help?
Oh yeah, I'll be right there. Eventually.
None of them hit.
Okay, so
Damn it.
Can I do something now?
Yes.
I'd like to strike him repeatedly.
Okay.
About the face and neck.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Please
roll.
break his
I'm
neck.
gonna use a stunning. Wait. So, all right, I'm going to.
This is very
can
happy
I,
music for what's
This is
Can I-
going very
You're
well.
right. This needs more violence.
can I declare the stunning strike after I've rolled, or is that a before roll thing?
That's a before roll thing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do a stunning strike. So
Alrighty then. I thought you might try that. Let me find it good.
Didn't roll great, but I have a. Wait. Oh, I took it out. That's why I can't find it.
Well, at least I can do that.
18.
18 to hit. That just hits.
Okay, so great.
Wow.
And then, so that is a quarterstaff.
Great. So you roll something?
Shit.
So, ooh, a 6 plus 4. So that is a 10 plus the stunning strike. So you need a con save.
Yeah. He's stunned.
Cool. And then I'm going to hit him a few more times for fun.
That's 8. Okay.
All right. So second hit is in. That hits. So another quarterstaff hit. So I had 10 damage on the first one. 10 damage again.
So 2 is 20 damage.
20 damage total. And then my free punch.
Free punch.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Kill him. Kill him.
And then 4. So the dice roll is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So 8, 12 damage. So 32 damage total.
Nice. So,
Is he dead?
God,
all right.
One punch.
Yeah, he looks bloodied.
Is he
God
not
damn
going to
it.
defend himself at all?
He has crossbow out, so as soon as he came up, he drew a blade and started trying to parry, but he's pretty lightning fast, so he landed a bunch of blows. All right.
I see.
And the guy in front of Roland goes ahead and kills another 2 dwarves.
We should split up in half because it
His
seems like
crossbow.
there's multiple people probably getting killed.
Voss will head down his way.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
What
we are
will
split
you
up
do?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot him in the face.
All right.
I'm gonna keep doing that till we get something that
I'm not getting close to him. It's too terrifying.
Yeah, hell no, I'm not. a
Let's
close
use this
person.
one. I like this one better. The same thing. It's not gonna hit. Cool. So I don't do anything.
Sweet.
I'll also be rolling Ray of Frost again, because yes, a 19. So
That
I finally
does
hit.
You finally hit.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
just standing in like a really short hallway with a dude that directly in front of me, no cover at all.
You got Matt there. You're trying not to hit him.
Fucking stupid monk, get out of the way!
11 damage.
11 damage. All right.
You're just like,
11 cold damage.
Got it.
If that does any.
It does
probably.
not do anything particularly special. It hurts. All right.
His feet is reduced by 10. So there you
Nice.
go.
All right.
That's
He's gonna
gonna keep
take his
happening.
turn now.
he's also a little
He's
chilled.
stunned.
No, he's not. He's gonna stand there.
Yay!
Roland, what do you want to do?
I assume not attacking me, I guess?
You're right. He should attack you. He's gonna go ahead and attack you. He's gonna take his short sword and try to wreck you with it. I think he's gonna do a good job of that. So
Oh,
that's a 22
Is this
That's
before he's
harmless.
stunned?
and
It's a
a
different guy.
24.
Oh, it's a different. Okay.
Hard miss.
Yep, I think those hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll some damage for you.
That's hard
Oh,
miss.
can I just assume I have full HP?
You cannot because no one does. You got hit for about 20 something damage. Just take off like 20 or something.
no one does. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Stay the hell away from everything.
Are you guys not damaged though?
No,
Oh my.
because
I should
I learned
address
my
that.
lesson
I should address that.
from getting my character
All right.
killed.
So that's 10 piercing damage plus, and I have these dice colored this way for this specific purpose. This is going to be the stabby stab damage, and this is going to be the poison.
Do I get reactions?
12, so 22 in total for the first strike as
Oh, dear.
this searing, burning, caustic pain racks your body where the blade pierced you. And he's going to take a second strike at you now, which, that was a 24, so that already hit. Boop. That is 5 damage for piercing, and
Wow.
7 damage poison.
So 11, 12.
12. So 36 in total damage.
Jesus.
That hurts quite a bit.
The blade he has is a purple metal. It almost shines in the dark, and it seems to just, by nature of itself, it's not necessarily dripping poison. It seems to be the nature of the blade itself has that on it.
I didn't want to step on Loki.
It's got like this sort of curved, almost scimitar-like shape to it. All right. What would you like to do, Matthew?
Do I not get to attack him?
Oh, you get to attack him. Go ahead.
Trying to jip us more while
Yeah.
we're getting
I'm
jammed.
I'm just trying to grind you
Hey,
to the
is
ground
boss
here.
there yet?
Oh,
What?
that was sad.
So 14 does not hit.
You're correct. It does not hit. Boss is not there yet. He will be there soon.
17 plus 7, I think.
That does hit. You
Yeah.
hit!
If we had our
It
damage
happened.
people here, this would have taken a turn.
Davey would have wrecked this guy.
Yes. Yes, you
We,
would have.
we
You
lost our
have
take.
most of the support characters just like
I mean, as
barely
This is not
chipping
going to go
away.
well. It's going to be TP.
I mean, as much as I pretend to be a damaged character, a bad roll from Davey is a good roll for me.
Nah, it's 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, what kind of damage? Is it just slashing?
So then 3 radiant and
Alright.
1 slash.
He doesn't like the radiant. That seems to annoy him more than the stabby stab. But he takes the radiant. Alright.
Alright, so how much So you shot him already, right?
On your turn,
A
he
lot,
now
yeah.
is unstunned again.
Yes. But how hurt does he seem to be?
Very
Cool. I'm going to spend a key point to do my 4 attack special.
sweet.
Okay, so 2 quarter staff
Flurry
rolls.
of blows. Got it. That
Alright.
hits.
Both seem to hit, so that'd be, that would be 19.
That hits. No, 19.
Alright, so, and then 2 punches. 13, so 18, 20.
Both hit.
Cool.
Woo!
I rolled
Get
damage.
all those hits.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
I'm just
going to
leaning
die.
against one of the cells. It's like, okay.
Quarter staff. 8 and 5. Damn, so 12 and 9.
is 21.
Yeah.
Not dead just yet.
And oh no! So that would be 7 and 5. Another 12.
How would you like this to happen?
In the
Oh,
most worst way possible.
I just want to like come with a big right hook and just like I hit him so hard that his head just smashes in, like he falls over, his head smashes into the ground from the impact.
Wow. So he parries up and he realizes, oh shit, you see this look on his face before you just come up and clock him right against the side of the face. You hear a sickening snapping sound as his head turns away it shouldn't, and he flings back into the bar, which you hear another cracking sound as his skull breaks against the bar, and then he flops onto the ground dead.
I put down my crossbow.
Are there hallways or corridors or?
This seems to be the hallway.
Can I shout
These two.
help really loudly?
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
And Voss rounds the corner now, and he's going to do his ridiculous thing that he does.
The person dies.
The person dies.
Wow. Natural 20.
The person
You're
puts
even
in the
rolling
flames.
like Steven.
And like a ton, like 25. So
Yeah. Literally, the dude.
I don't know what he rolls for. What does he roll for? It's not Witch Bolt, it's Eldritch Blast.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
what
usually
he
don't
rolls.
sit next to him, so I don't see his damage dice.
Eldritch Blast. I know he rolls a ton.
Just rolls a handful of dice.
There
Why
it
don't
is.
you just take 3 d20s and roll that, and that's the damage.
I'm
Does
willing
it
to do that, actually.
Also get like upgraded because
Yeah, it does. So
Wow.
he's a 8th level guy, so that's, oh wow, that's a lot of d10s.
Wow.
He has a dice bag just for d10s.
Yeah.
Two. So this is his first strike, and this one's a natural 20. Wow. So that's 13 times 2 is 26, plus 14 is 40 total damage for his 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Did he burst into flames?
He's hurting. That one smack took off like a section of his face and his shoulder.
I hear the Eldritch Blast when I'm about to start running to help Roland, and I'm just like, nah, there's no reason for me to even go over there.
All right. You two
I'll
can
start
do
checking
stuff, but
on
we could
the-
just skip to the people who are actually next to this drow.
Yeah.
I assume we'd be trying to find more people who are.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
in the
So
cells to
at
see
the-
if...
Yeah, the drow was doing pretty good work. You can see the drow started when the fighting started, and then stopped when you killed him.
Yeah.
Great.
So you're looking at about 30 dwarf corpses so far, but this is just the first floor.
They're all dead in this corridor?
Yes, except for the ones at the end. You haven't gotten to the end yet.
Okay.
And then there's a staircase down. You don't know how far
Do
the down
any of the
this
keys
goes.
that I have, I start trying the keys.
One key works for every one of them. It's a master key.
Yeah, we'll...
Oh,
we'll-
okay. So I open the key with the remaining living.
You
ones.
open the key, huh?
Or I
Okay.
mean, I open the door with the
If
key.
there's a lock, there must be a key.
Hey, you
And
should
if
give
there's a
them some of
key,
the
there
food.
must be another key.
You should give them the food, baby.
Take the food! God, I'm so sorry.
Amidst the tears and the fear, they do begin to eat. Roland, what would you like to do?
So I'm going first this time. I guess Mark dies again.
Hopefully he dies.
Hopefully, for Roland.
That'd be great.
The drow decides to take a nap. Forever. Merp.
Oh.
Hey, it rolled for your
it
benefit
almost-
this time.
It's a
Ding.
19 hit.
That does hit.
Nice.
Wow, that was almost really bad. Not bad.
So that's 7 radiant and 5 plus 4, 9.
Okay.
Uh,
He's not dead yet. That's your
Okay,
first
yeah.
strike.
His head's in a bad spot. keep kicking him in the head.
Well, he'll figure it out.
Nice. That's the second hit.
He's an indestructible pup. He's fine.
9 plus, I can't see that.
It's a 4.
Radiant.
So 11.
6 plus 4. My bad. 6 plus 4.
So 10.
Plus 4, so 14.
Okay. All right. How would you like to?
Just let the juggler
Just okay. So
sword
you
gets stuck.
he comes down for a strike, misses you, and then you just a quick little slice.
And then
Almost
you yell, cut it.
rhythmic, like you've done this. This is like your signature strike. You've got this muscle memory down for this exact moment. You parry him down and then cut the throat, and it's just so fluid for you. I mean, you can't really figure out why that would be.
Boss is alarmed.
But you just parry him down and cut the throat, and it's just this. It's like you've done it 100 times.
Roland starts having extra sacrifices.
Starts? He hasn't been having one this whole time?
The drow bleeds, and it's a big puddle of purple blood, and then just falls.
Oh, we
Face
should give
first
them
into
food
it.
too. The other, wherever they are.
This drow seems to have been less successful with the killing.
Cool. We'll free anybody that's still alive.
I'll
and
go
give
over
them-
there, open the
We're still in the
door.
underground city, right?
Yes,
Okay. This is
You're
a
in-
prison in the underground city.
correct.
We feed the people and we move on to different areas.
Right. So this got 3 floors of about 70 dwarves apiece.
Wow.
Most of which are emaciated, but not necessarily fatigued. They've just been laying there. In a couple instances, maybe one of the dwarves had died, and maybe the other dwarves ate him.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
No judgment here.
Oh, that reminds me, I post this on Reddit.
I don't want to know. Oh, is that the babies thing?
Oh no, the guy who ate his own foot.
I didn't
Yes,
see that.
I
Oh,
saw
look
that.
at this.
That guy was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We die.
Yeah, we die. Everyone
We
dies.
just drop dead.
Who knows?
We definitely died.
He made like
Talk.
tacos for his friends out of his
Foot.
amputated foot.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No,
He,
I've heard
he
of
didn't
that.
just like eat it randomly. He was in an accident, so he had to have it amputated and told the
A
doctors
freshly
like,
cut foot.
let me take that home with me.
And then he asked his friends, like, you know those conversations we have where we're like, if you could eat human meat in a safe,
Non-illegal way.
morally good way, would you do it? He's like, well, guys, I got a treat for ya.
I don't have that conversation with my friends.
No,
Me
No.
neither.
but I would.
If they brought it up, but I wouldn't eat it. I'd be like, hell no.
It would have to be someone that I actually like really.
I'm very
am
sorry,
close to.
people at home, that you were subjected to the
Not
last 2
easy.
You
minutes
can
of
edit all of this
conversation.
out if you actually edited your videos.
I want you
Yeah.
to know that I don't condone what was just said, and I'm very sorry.
He said he tasted like buffalo wings.
I'm very, very sorry.
Maybe you'll edit this out.
Maybe I will, but I won't.
You actually,
I won't
we
do
should
that.
motivate him to edit his video.
Everyone, say where you work quickly.
No, it's not.
Say what you do. Tell
that's
me
a
about
hard
your
pass.
projects.
I do stuff that pays me.
Okay, moving on. We're getting into dangerous land. Yeah, let's all keep our
Forced editing.
Let's all keep our jobs.
That works.
All right.
Until they recognize our faces.
Wow. Okay, this is getting bad. Okay, so by the time you freed probably like 100 dwarves. I mean, you
Where's the
freed
armory?
about 100.
Ow.
About a little, close to 200 dwarves are now
What?
freed.
Wow.
Wow, that's
We are
a lot more than we do.
doing
Well, they're
stuff.
not going to be useful. Maybe they'll create chaos. And
Sure.
well, probably not.
Let's
Break
find
through
the armory.
chains.
All right, the armory.
Yeah, they all begin to kind of funnel upstairs, and
The
a
armory's
couple
open.
of them.
You
yeah,
should
I
tell
mean,
them that in Dwarven.
Yes. I tell them when they already know where the armory is. They
Yeah.
all live here,
Okay.
I think I
but
speak Dwarvish too.
You do.
there's
We'll go in front of
certainly
them.
not enough weapons to equip 100 and.
Well, we
Hey,
have
the
all
most
the people
skilled should
outside.
take it.
we have the people outside, and then there was nothing inside here, right?
That's true.
But all of
Not all these dwarves are warriors. Some of them seem to be wearing dress robes, probably politicians within the city or city officials.
Should we find a place to store them up?
Is there a place to store them up?
If we barricade the armory, maybe, but
That seems like they're sitting ducks.
Right. So,
The
Davey
more
at this
spread
point
out, the better.
will say, guys, Guys!
Yeah, we know you're bleeding. Just calm down.
Look outside.
I don't
Are there
wanna-
windows?
There are.
Okay.
In front of...
We'll look at the windows.
In about 20 feet from the front door of this prison is a phalanx of about 8 of the guys you just fought. Shields up, spears over, and the guys behind them have bows. They're not drawn, they're just standing there at attention. And then behind them is a very well-made, sort of almost light steel plate armor drow with this big fuzzy sort of like feather helmet.
Roman? Like
Almost Roman, yeah.
Tell them not to go outside, Endorphin.
It's more like...
Like, not at all. Stay in here.
Yeah.
Stay inside.
Just
Where it's
go
safe.
hide.
I do speak.
Unless
Don't
you
go
wanna
outside
fight.
the front door.
If you want
Uh,
to fight, you can fight, but otherwise.
Upon
hide.
seeing people at the door, the drow calls out, Visago, lord of this city, would like me to inform you that some of you will be allowed to leave.
Oh god.
Not all of you, but some of you.
They're
I
going
wonder
to kill
which
you
ones
all.
those
Don't
are.
listen to him.
You will choose. You cannot bring all the dwarves. We know that we separated politicians, guardsmen, and soldiers in that prison. You must choose which 2 get to leave.
2.
Only 2
Groups?
groups can leave.
So politicians, guards, and
Politicians, city officials,
regular
tradesmen,
peoples.
basically civilians, soldiers, and guards.
And can I shout what happens to the rest?
You can use your figuring out brain
Okay,
to...
we need to make
Guess
sure they
what
don't
might be
kill
happening.
each other.
Or
Tell
the
them that
murder.
they're better off not. I mean, they're going to be tortured anyway.
There's
like they
gotta
put them in
be
here. They're
a
not going to
different
treat
way
them
out
better.
of here. I ask all of the dwarves that are around. Are there any secret
The
tunnels out
drow
of
yelled
here?
that out in common, by the way, so that the dwarves wouldn't know. Or no, he wouldn't have. Yeah, he yelled that out in common, so not all the dwarves will speak common, but
Okay,
some of them, you can tell,
either way,
did understand
I'll
common.
figure it out.
I'm gonna ask them, are there any
Don't panic.
secret exits? Are there any secret tunnels? Anything that we can use to get out of here in a secondary way?
They all look at you and they're like, this is a prison. It's meant to have one exit.
Yeah, but you
One
don't have any
entrance.
contingency plans in case of like a riot or something for your people to
In
get
case
out?
of a riot, we'd really like them to have to be funneled through this door, much like we're about to be.
You shouldn't go through the door. They're definitely going to not react well.
It's very hard for someone to breach the courtyard from within the prison. So it's kind of like a defense in and of itself. You're going to be funneled through the kill zone for about 50 feet until you're out into the road. And then there's archers to contend with. This is a pretty secure prison, both directions.
Does anyone have any useful information? Nope. I saw you there. You almost said something. There are no bad ideas.
There really aren't.
Because we're desperate.
And the guy in the nicer clothes says, we could give them the guards.
Alright, remember when we said there were no bad ideas? Let's just roll that back and say there are some bad ideas.
Are there bad ideas that don't require a whole group of people to die? All right, crickets. Good.
Wait, I forget. John said we could pick two people or two
groups.
Oh, that makes more sense.
How about the already dead people? I picked the already dead people as one of the groups.
Do you yell this out? Not only does the drow not respond, he is unamused.
Well, I mean, that one politician has already just soured me on the whole idea of them living.
Okay, no.
How about we take some time to change all of the people who are wearing dress robes into people who are wearing like guards clothes and say we choose all the people that are politicians and there are no politicians, then
Yeah, they're in lots of good ideas. We
there's
have a
so
lot of-
many dwarf corpses they could just change into their clothes.
Yeah, and just tell them we left whoever politicians.
We
or
hate
whatever.
politicians, so we killed them for you.
Yes.
That's not gonna work. They're not stupid.
How many groups of people do we have here?
3 groups.
Okay.
You have the soldiers, like actual military folks who are in the city.
Yeah.
There are very few of those.
Mm-hmm.
You have politicians. There's a moderate number, most of which are guards, though. That's the largest group.
Well, they're obviously...
Guards doesn't necessarily mean trained, though. You can be a guard without being, like, tactically trained. You just have to hold
Yeah.
a stick and hit somebody when they do something bad.
Exactly. We need people who can hit people with sticks.
So you have the military, very well trained, ready to handle a crisis situation. Probably around 20 of those.
Yeah, not we saw how we handled the
Politicians,
last military.
maybe
militia we
like
had.
I'm just
50,
trying to
60
get
of those
everyone
guys.
out alive.
This includes their nobility, too.
So we can shoot a hole through the back wall. There's probably thick walls, so no.
The rest are guards, which are, from the look of them, moderately trained.
So far, my only idea is to get the smallest group of people, or make the politicians dress.
Let's see.
Bless you.
It's really dusty in this prison. Sorry.
Wait, I assume they can't get inside because it only opens from the inside,
Yes,
right?
that is why
And
we
we have
time.
windows to them. Can we pick them off as much as we can while inside?
Except would that bring Visago here to murder us all?
Yeah, Visago.
Visago seems to have his own self-interest. He might not come, but
It's funny. As you mention this, you look out, and Visago is on a building, like, a moderate distance away. He's not, like, close by. He's just sitting up there. He's actually sitting, kicking his feet, eating what seems to have a mostly flesh component, but from this distance it's hard to tell exactly what he is.
He's looking in here.
No. Probably lost his tennis ball under the couch.
so the way I see it, we pick off some of what we have as much as we can. We might not kill them all, but make it easier to leave. But there's probably more people outside, so
I can kill Drow all day. I'm just worried about Visago showing up.
Visago's already here.
He can see this. Apparently, I mean, look, you're right there. Does he actually wave?
Yeah.
Can he see us through? I'm assuming these are like cubby hole of windows.
Yeah. He seems to be able to have some pretty pinpoint eyesight. You remember before he could see you while you were invisible.
Sure.
Hi, so
Hopefully, he can't hear us plotting against him.
not really playing against him, more like his lackeys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about the Drow. Worried about the demon monster.
Yeah. Yep, it was the tennis ball.
Would the prison have anything to defend against attack inside it that we just saw?
I mean, there are defenses. There's an armory.
So like boiling oil or like
No.
ballista or
That stuff would be on the outer wall. They're not necessarily expecting a siege of the prison itself. Once army has breached the walls of the city, like, they're not really worried about holding the prison.
So, I like
Anyone up for playing dress up then?
I like Eddie's plan.
Hmm?
Playing dress up? Do you really think they're gonna believe that? Then they're
I
just
have
gonna.
started a timer on my watch.
well, they did kill a bunch of the dwarves, so we just have to switch them out with the
Yeah.
sides.
So the smallest group is definitely
Soldiers.
The most useful group.
the smallest group is the soldiers. We dress up the soldiers as the dead tradesmen, and then we just say we left the soldiers in their cells.
Yeah. That could work.
The dead dwarves in the cells, which ones are they?
A smattering.
So it's intermixed.
Intermixed.
It's worth a try because I don't see any other.
We literally can't leave unless this happens, so.
Alright, what are you doing?
We are telling the soldiers to go find tradesmen or politician outfits from the dead ones and switching.
They begin doing that.
Do they know why? Has word spread?
They figured it out. They also think this is a solid enough idea in a place where there's no ideas. Also, the soldiers seem more okay with the idea that they may not make it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I figured if we tried to make the politicians dress up as guards, they'd be whiny little babies about it, so.
Yeah.
Do they have weapons? The soldiers, at least?
Yeah.
Did they get weapons from the
armory seemed to have, like, the higher quality weapons. Soldiers' weapons. Less guards' weapons. A sizable amount of, like, Dwagar and Drow weapons were in there too.
Okay.
Something also
You
tells me we're
equipped
not gonna
about
keep their
half
promise.
of the people that can actually wield
Like
weapons.
they're just gonna kill everyone once we open the doors anyway.
We can go out first and
And die?
yeah. I mean, if they really want to kill us all, they will. So, I see no other option or plan.
Maybe we can not die ourselves, but trade ourselves as a group?
We count as one of those two groups.
Oh dear.
Do we make another group of ourselves?
Hard to say.
They might take it and maybe they might not kill it. Well, they'll definitely kill us. We've created lots of groups.
Can I shout that question outside? It's like, do we count as a group?
We'd have
You
to
hear
ask.
echoing throughout the chamber. Kill you? I think not.
So,
Jesus.
do we still
Well,
count as a
lovely
viable group trade? Our group?
Who lives and who dies?
God, it's like that one movie, like The Joker, where those
Yeah.
Two groups of people were on the boats, and
Kinda, yeah.
Oh,
you know what happened? They had Batman.
if
We need
only we had
Batman.
Batman.
we need put the bat signal in the
Batman
air.
is
We
sort of
do
sitting
have
on
Batman.
Not that
He's not
Batman.
the hero anyone needs or wants or deserves.
Yeah.
The soldiers come up to you, most of them wearing politician gloves, and they tell you,
Yeah.
we've got two few.
What about tradesmen?
I mean,
Guard
we've got enough to
outfits?
convincingly dress up about 18 of the 20 we have.
I mean, there aren't enough dead tradesmen or politicians because we're getting out the tradesmen and the politicians.
Right. The problem isn't necessarily that there aren't enough clothing. The Drow, when they were executing, made some fairly convincing damage done to the chests and heads. Some of these clothes are covered in enough blood that they would not pass.
Ah.
What?
Do you have any extra clothes in the bag?
That's weird. I just watched him kicking himself in the eye.
He does that sort of stuff.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. It baffles the mind.
Okay, well, yeah.
What you doing? You've successfully probably hidden about 18 of them.
It sounds bad, but two?
They know exactly who's in our party.
They do not.
We have two dwarves in our party now.
Yes, they were noble warriors that we contracted from the surface.
Yeah, from the surface.
Visaga's
Do they
been
wear
hang-
stuff? Are their
Visaga's been
clothes
hanging out
different?
with us. He would kind of know that, right?
Well, he came with
Yeah.
dwarves.
Are the clothes from the north significantly different from the clothes that,
Words?
from above us? The dwarven kingdom above us.
Oh,
Are their guard
they're-
clothes significantly different from here?
Significantly different, yeah.
Shit.
Although there are some guards here, some people who have that same outfit.
Ooh,
In
then
fact,
maybe we can
one-
have those.
Of the one of the more, it's like a more well equipped one of the military personnel comes up to you and says, "We should talk."
Okay.
Okay. Also, is there anyone else who has what he's wearing who can?
No, he
Trade
seems
us
to be the
there.
only person wearing his
Okay,
particular set of armor.
So then we only have one extra guard then who we can't pass off as being in our party.
Fair enough. Yeah, this guy's different enough that you could maybe pass him off.
He came with us to assist us because we were here to help the.
They probably knew he was here, and that's why.
Remember that Visago is there.
Yeah, Visago's not stupid, but
No, just
It's-
crazy.
it's worth a try. Shit, there's no other options.
He waves you over and takes you upstairs, up the stairs to the little office area, which you guys haven't actually come up in before. This is the warden's office, which is behind the armory for an added defense layer.
Mm-hmm.
There's the desk, there's chest, there's a bed. Everything you need to have a one-bedroom apartment is right here.
Awesome.
Great, I live here from now on.
He says to you, he says his name, which I have to look up.
Is he like a? You said it was some kind of like leader or captain type guy.
He looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
God. I believe his name is. I think his last name is Stonehammer, but I need to figure out.
I was smart and left my notebook.
Good.
Stonehammer.
Okay, my name is Lonmund. I am. And he holds out a ring that's attached. That he actually pulls like out of a hidden compartment and places on his finger, and he shows you it. It's a signet ring that this. Yeah, it's a nobility ring.
Are you the missing noble?
Oh, Jesus.
The symbol on the ring is Dawnhammer's symbol, though.
What?
This is royal family, not just a noble.
Oh.
Hence the many people sent
Yep.
after him.
Ah, okay. Good.
Well, we found you.
You did.
Great, good job. Listen, you can't let us go.
We figured
People
that.
have had stuff done to them here,
Oh.
Oh. Including you?
me including me.
Okay.
I feel myself right now, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
So what do you suggest we do? Kill all of you?
No, I think Visago wants us to get out. I suggest you get to the tower. From what I've gathered and from what we figured out before we were captured, is that it has something in there that helps to control the people that have been infected with whatever this stuff is. They
That's what we
seem
figured.
very protective of the tower.
That's what
I
our next
think
goal
it's
was.
important to them. If you destroy it or destroy whatever the source is, I believe that from what we gathered, it will injure or kill anyone who's been infected. However, it will release them if they survive.
Okay.
I'd also like to inform you, if you haven't figured it out already, that my father has no interest or desire to help any of the people down here.
Yeah.
Something's wrong
I
with
got
him.
that. Do you think it's the same thing?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's more... I don't know what's wrong with him.
It's weird because he sent us down here to find you, but he doesn't care for the rest of the dwarves down here.
I don't know what is wrong with him. We were told that we had lost the lower halls. We had known this for years. We knew that we were on an ongoing war with the deep. Drow and Dwagar were the constant threat to us. Everyone in Dawnhammer knows this. This is not a surprise when we were losing civilizations. However, we were to pretend that it didn't happen. Anyone you've met in the city who've talked about it is under law, not to speak of losing Henbor or anything. I only discovered this after strange reports came in about scouting parties going missing in places they shouldn't be going missing. Strange parties of military being sent on strange missions. I had to investigate for myself, so I snuck into this. I snuck into one of the scouting parties and found that we're losing cities. We've lost almost every dwarven city in the kingdom.
Do you think that your father is sacrificing these places to keep his kingdom, his city safe?
I don't know. Perhaps to keep the city safe, perhaps to remain in power. You may not know anything about dwarven politics, but in Dawnhammer, it's different. There's more of a strict dictatorship at this point. My father has completely taken over the government. I believe he's trying to hold on to power or wealth or something. But he is no longer fighting for our people.
That much is clear.
I saw what happened to some of the people who spoke out against this. They were quickly silenced.
Well,
Anyone who speaks about missing trades or anything is silenced. My father went so far as to requisition wagons and trading insignias made so that it looked like trades were still coming in from the other civilizations. It's
so
all a huge ruse.
how long has this been going on?
Years
Oh,
at this point. I'm not sure. But it's gotten much worse. Ever since Inestria showed up. It seems to have rallied the Dwagar and the Drow to work together. We were not prepared for that.
Okay, so
Short-term solutions. Go to the tower. We were
Right.
waiting to have enough people.
that doesn't seem like a viable option.
Yeah.
Anymore.
We're going to have to take care of it ourselves, but we're going to have to...
Get out.
I wonder if we can get out quickly enough for you guys to lock yourselves back in.
Is that mic muted? The red light on the mute button?
No, it's recording. I can see it moving.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely working.
Yeah.
weird.
I saw that moving, so I was like,
It blinks when it's not recording.
Oh. It's a mute button, though. It's
Yeah.
confusing.
Yep, so you push it.
It starts blinking.
Oh.
Because it's muted. Right?
Oh.
Yes?
All right then. Very,
Anyway,
very tense situation. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
so if we can
I
just
don't
make
spend
it
any time
out,
on this, so
do they have a way of getting in here?
no,
Or possibly blowing it up if you guys refuse to leave.
blowing it up.
I don't know. Just thinking of all the
Magic?
horrible options. Something.
Some Drow have magic, but I don't know how they're gonna.
What
blow
about
up the
that
whole building.
crazy
That just-
Visago thing? He's very strong.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem to cast much magic.
Could he forcibly get through the door?
Oh, I'm sure he could if he wanted to.
Okay, so that's a possible way that they would force you guys out if we somehow escaped and left you here.
I don't know of any other options we have.
I think your only option is to choose two groups, like Visago says.
You don't think the ruse would fly?
I'm not sure. I think you've done a good job.
Oh, thank you.
We have one thing on them. They don't know who exactly the Drow killed before they started.
You could say it was a strategy. They killed the people who'd be able to fight back faster.
You could. So leaves one guy, one of my people, just be murdered in cold blood. I'm willing to make that decision.
If he is, then
If he is okay with it, or if anyone
Doesn't
else would
matter
like
if
to
he's
take
okay
his
with it.
place. If anyone
needs
else,
of the many and all that.
It's his duty. I'm a dwarven prince. My life is far more valuable.
Then will they not immediately kill you seeing what you're wearing?
I think not. Visago likes his games.
Well, you did say that most all of you are infected, so
Most all.
what will you try to do once you get out?
I don't know what there is to do. If I know Visago, after this, it's going to become a citywide hunt for fun.
Well,
The longer you take to release us, the more we'll lose.
okay. Well, I think we know what the option is. We've done the best we can to hide to prevent as many people from dying, but it seems we don't have much of a choice to at least have the one or
Could
two
attempt
die.
to hide the one dwarf in a cell and pretend he's dead. That would probably be his best option.
Wow, you guys are heroes, huh?
When we can't take him with us, he
Debatable.
can't be in a party. We can't choose a soldier group of one person and kill 20 or 8 or 60 or like 80 other people. And we're out of clothes.
Fair enough.
So are any of the peasants or like civilians dressed in like rags that we could like fashion together?
No civilian, no like rags wearing folks are in here. This is a prison devoted to people of importance.
I mean, they wear a lot of layers. Use one of those layers and make an outfit.
Could we take one of the groups and have them wear rags? Like make their clothes ragged?
wait a
in
minute.
disguise?
We have Voss. Why can't Voss just prestidigitation the blood off of one of the outfits?
Good idea.
Or cast invisibility on this guy.
Or that.
Another
idea.
excellent idea.
Problem solved. We're gonna invisible the guys they can't.
Alright, boss invisibility's the one military guy who can't make it out on his own, and you, what do?
We choose two groups to save, the politicians and the guards.
Alright, you call out to the drow commander.
Yeah.
Alright, you open the door.
They have to at some point.
Do their bodies in the cells look like dead soldiers?
I mean, are they too decrepit
They should-
to tell? Or?
Can I make them look more like dead soldiers?
I mean, when they went to switch clothes out, I'm assuming
They did a
would've-
fairly good job of it.
Okay. Well.
Cool.
Alright.
So we open the door and walk out.
Yes.
Mhm.
I
This is
open
gonna
the
go so
door and I
terribly.
peek my head out.
Though Visaga will still see the invisible guy.
He does nothing. The drow commander parts the two guys. You can tell now that there are many drow in the buildings with bows, just to make sure things goes okay.
Mm.
There are several Dwagar company, like there's a whole company of Dwagar here. And Visaga just sort of sitting up on the roof, watching you guys funnel yourselves out. They all part, and you're allowed to exit into the roads.
Okay.
This is really weird. This isn't how it should work.
As you pass the commander, he says to you, your group, as Voss kind of carries the super bleeding Davy, I'm sure I'll see you soon. Good luck out there.
Uh-huh.
Great.
I'd cut you down now, but Visago won't let me.
Oh, won't you please?
You're dead first.
Probably.
Alright, guys, we have our plan.
All right. They begin funneling out. The politicians, as soon as they get into the main road, most of them don't listen to the guards and the soldiers and just scatter. They start running through the city.
Make it super
to
easy.
wherever
That's kind
they
of what
go.
I was hoping.
To wherever they go. They start spreading out. Some of the Dwagar start to run off, and other commanders stop. Visago puts his hand up, and his big, long, razor fingers just holds up his hand. And everyone stops moving and stays planted.
No, some of you, please, go after the people. I want to see Visago kill all of you.
Visago spreads out his massive wings, probably more than a 12-foot wingspan, and glides down in front of you guys.
Oh, good.
No cheating. And he rakes into the chest of the invisible dwarf, pulls him up,
Oh,
sticks his other hand in, and in front of you, he's visible now. Rips him in half.
okay.
And he starts licking the blood off his fingers. You wouldn't try to cheat me, would you? Why are you cheating at my games?
Wouldn't you?
No. No.
Okay.
We must play fair. Or it's not fun. It's not fun if you cheat. No
yes,
cheating.
you're right. It's not fun.
I would argue there is no stipulation against invisible.
You're a silly little looking funny man. I'll eat your corpse.
At least he'll be dead first.
Bye.
Why can you
Go away.
Wait,
Go. Keep trying. What will you do
I would
next?
like to get the rules of the game. What is the objective? And
Are we in a
what-
Saw movie?
Okay.
We're in a Saw movie. I don't like it. Can we not? Be
I'm
in-
having my guards close all the gates in the city. All of the remaining Dwagar who aren't busy hunting for your little dwarvish friends are going to make sure no one leaves.
Okay.
You're trapped in here.
I had a dream.
We're
of leaving
trapped in
anyway.
here. Together. We're
So-
together.
Does that mean no cheating for you for flying out?
I won't fly out. It's just you and me against it all. We're going to have so much fun.
Seems to be very unfair. There's a
Good
lot more.
luck. Go. Go.
Slowly, awkwardly walk away, half watching behind
Bye.
us.
Bye. Bye, friends. Bye, friends. Bye, friends. Gonna kill you first. Bye. Bye, friends. Good luck. Remember, be interesting. Don't be boring. And
I
he just
hate my life.
he just puts his hands behind his back, folds up his wings, and just starts walking down the road and walks into the prison.
It's a very interesting...
Oh, dear.
I walk faster.
Yeah.
We all walk faster.
Dead sprint. He's my fire. Run.
He'll figure it out. He likes counting. I don't know why.
Maybe he's autistic.
He's Rain Man.
Alright.
What would you like to do?
Cry in a corner.
Go to the
Sneak towards
tower.
the tower.
Alright.
We're not gonna sleep or do anything, or
Do we have time?
well, we can't fight anybody if all
Sure,
of our
we can't do
spellcasters are
anything.
completely
That's true.
out.
I only need 4 hours.
Davy coughs up a big
And also that.
fountain of blood and says, "No matter what we do, I think we need to kill the Sago.
I agree, but can
Not
we?
now.
I don't know if we can right now.
Let's
He's
find a hut
definitely
or
powerful.
something to stay in to rest.
I think the only way this ends is killing him.
I agree.
I think that's the game we're playing. Who can kill the other first?
Yep.
So we know where he lives. We can just go right there.
Sounds like a terrible idea. To go.
I know.
I'm willing to wait on you guys, but I think that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, but he's just gonna send all of his infected people at us first. We need to destroy the tower.
I'm not against that.
Alright, is there anyone see any empty
I need
houses
to
we can
rest.
sit in?
I can't go on with you guys for now.
I look
Just give me
around.
a little while to rest.
Are there any empty shops or houses? And
Plenty.
all right, we choose one and we go into.
Outskirts and
Outskirts.
Near the
Where
tower.
exactly on this map are you going?
I guess we can go towards the tower, but not quite.
Okay, so
Where
you're
are we?
heading from
We're
the
here,
prison
right?
to the tower, which is
So we can go that.
yeah, you can go around. You'd be heading west to the judicial district, which is where the Drow commander lives.
I think as long as we find something small and out of the way that we can just rest in for a while. I don't think he's going to go after us. He's too interested in seeing what we're going to do next, so I think we'll be left alone.
Sure.
As terrifying as that is.
All
I'd
right,
almost
let's do
rather him try to kill us all the time, because then it would be normal and I would know what to expect.
You hear sounds of distant screaming.
Alright, we need to
Cracking.
hurry up and rest as fast
think
as
he's
possible
busy,
so we
so-
can be productive.
Don't we have like 90 dwarves with us?
No, they
They
separated
all-
out.
I thought only the politicians split up.
They ran. They scattered.
They
The
are
soldiers
being
and the
eaten
guardsmen.
currently.
Some of the guardsmen are not well trained. They scattered too.
Great.
So it's looking like lots of people running around the city now. And you have maybe about 40 folks.
With,
No, you have about 60.
we have
About
60
40
folks
guardsmen and
with us.
yeah,
Okay.
about 20 actual or 19 now actual real life soldiers, and then 40 guardsmen.
So we can tell them to find houses to stay in. We can give them the food and stuff we have and everyone to rest up for what we have to do next.
Yeah, I'll start passing out like food and stuff and just tell them to find.
Up ahead,
Sounds
you
around here.
you see something lean out of a dark alley and wave you guys over. It is a dwarf.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we recognize the dwarf?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Hello.
You get into the alley, you said, and it's him and about 30 guys behind him, all well equipped, well armed, well rested, well fed. They look ready to go like a
Whoa.
fresh fighting force.
Where'd you
Where'd
guys?
you
Where did
guys
you come from?
Um, he pulls out an amulet with a symbol that you've seen before.
Is it the one?
It is that
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It's, you've
What
met
one?
this dwarf
I don't
before.
remember.
Ah.
This is the dwarf that offered an amulet to help Momo come back to life.
Oh.
The
What
moment
is
I
he
heard
doing
amulet.
here?
No idea.
Last time, you didn't necessarily accept our help. But we want you to know that we are here for the people. We want to help, and we can help. So what can we do to help you guys? It turns out that our goals align here. We want to see these guys down as fast as you do.
Well, right now we're pretty out of resources, so we
We
needed
can
to
see that.
rest up a little
We can
bit.
take care of these soldiers, get them back up, and hide throughout the city. We might even be able to skirmish a little bit with the forces already here.
Well, our next big thing to tackle is this tower. A lot of the people in the prison have told us that they did experiments and infected them with whatever's in this tower. And as soon as they are...
It's too bad we don't have an amulet for that.
Don't have enough amulets.
We don't have enough amulets for that.
Yeah. So,
Well, we could give it to them.
that's true. So that was our next plan for,
Well, we're going to do our best to do what we think is right, and you do your best to do what you think is right. We're going to fight them the only way we really know how, is in a straight fight. Our master wants you to know that we are what is best for everyone.
Everyone's just saying that to us.
Who are these guys?
they're the crazy people with the... They have the weird glowing eyes, right? Or they're just the amulet people?
I
I don't
this is
remember
not the Legion.
I don't remember what the guy did.
This guy seems to be a subordinate of Fate.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, these guys support the Fate Dragon, the Fate God. They
Yep.
want him to be loose in the world.
Alright, but we should start resting as soon as possible so we can
It's
get
been so long
ready.
since anyone mentioned fate.
Mm-hmm.
To ask, do you know how or any recommendations how to kill Visago?
Big hammer.
What?
Visago, if you don't know, from what we've seen since we've been here, and we've only been here a few days, we actually followed you down.
Oh.
It was a real bitch to get past that encampment.
We know.
Also, there were a couple routes around it if you had looked a little harder.
Nah.
Visago is a Nabasu.
Oh, what?
It's a death demon. It's a real, actual demon in the Underdark. This is not
Why
common.
is he here?
Why is he serving a dragon? Many questions unanswered. Our master wishes to uphold the balance, and demons roaming loose in the Underdark is not that at all.
So, how weak is he to divine damage?
It'll hurt him, but Nabasu are tough, and this one's especially tough. Visago, the Scarlet Sin, is a well-known creature. This thing's in storybooks. I've heard of this thing.
Why is it here in, like, I mean, considering how well-known and terrifying he is, a relatively small area?
That's a good question. Visago is known for raising whole cities, making them turn on each other. In ancient times, this is an old demon.
Do you think he was just bored?
No, Visago doesn't do anything because he's bored.
Has he
That's
always
surprising.
been crazy? Or is this a new thing?
I don't know. In the storybooks, he's known for being one of the most intelligent demons.
He's obsessed with playing games with us.
That would fit the lore.
Alright, so he's didn't change that way.
If you ever have a chance, I'd research some demonology if you're going to be adventurers out there.
Yeah, that might be a great idea.
Well, I didn't really expect this to be a thing that I was encountering.
There's an old story, a children's tale, a cautionary tale about Visago himself. Legend says that children were playing with books they didn't understand and summoned Visago, and he said he set some sort of game in the town they lived in. The end of it is the children were forced to kill their parents, and the parents were forced to kill their children. This horrible fight for survival, this game that the saga ran. In the end, the children have to kill their parents and became demons themselves in the process, becoming tainted. It's a cautionary tale about children not messing with the dark arts. But as far as we know, that actually happened. Or at least a derivative of it. Visaga is dangerous. A well-known demon.
We've seen.
Yeah.
He's also not... He doesn't look anything like the storybooks. He's smaller. Which is, it could be just embellishment, but perhaps Visago isn't showing you what he really is.
Great.
Oh.
He also encouraged us to kill his subordinates for some reason.
That sounds like him.
Okay.
Death demons in general seek blood and pain wherever they go.
Okay, so as long as we do blood and pain to those we need to, he might be entertained. Okay.
Visago isn't mindless, though. If he's having you kill his subordinates and free dwarves, he's doing this for a reason.
I think it all has something to do with that tower. I think he's hoping to spread whatever these things have.
But he closed off the city.
That doesn't
so
make
no one
sense
could
if
leave.
he allowed you to go after it, which you are now.
Yeah, I don't get it.
His game is longer than this, and he's definitely getting his orders from that dragon.
Well, without knowing any other information, without knowing why these things are happening, I don't know what else to do.
I think your path is the right one. This is the most immediate threat. Seems like the most immediate point of interest.
I mean, we're not strong enough to take on Visago.
No. Certainly not.
I think even with all of the dwarves we have right now, no one is strong enough to take on Visago.
I agree with you. Visago has special soldiers in his throne room. We have stolen some documentation and interrogated some since we've been here. We've been here 3 days, longer than you.
How did you follow us down and be here longer than us?
Some of us followed you down.
Okay.
Some of us went before you. After, well, it looked so depressing with him praying all day.
Yeah.
For your, yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of left.
I can see why. He decided to come to this lovely place.
We were ordered to.
Right.
So,
I'm almost sitting down on the ground.
Perhaps
Okay,
Visago wants you to destroy the Spore Tower.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't understand why.
Hard to say.
Do you know what's
But
happened to any other cities to be captured?
I know that there are 3 major cities in the Kingdom of Dawnhammer that aren't Dawnhammer. There's the big book of maps over there that I need right now.
what maps? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know the names of these
Dwarf
places.
maps?
I think it's Ylandor is the first.
Monkey, go lay down.
There are 3
Monster.
major cities. There's Morthide, Henbor,
He didn't go downstairs.
and Ylandor.
He looks so excited about it.
Morthide is the gate city. Ylandor is the fortress of iron soldiers. Henbor is the great libraries here.
Yeah.
The library houses more than just books, by the way, if you don't know already. It's not a library of books per se. That wasn't its original purpose. It contains artifacts. Things of power.
Yeah, but without...
I doubt Visago has gotten them yet. The defenses inside the library are meant to hold for years against incursion.
Yes, but we can't even get in there with his
It's true.
special super
I'm just letting you
soldiers.
know that there's a special collection of the library. Important artifacts down
And this
below.
was in Alandor?
No, this is here.
Oh.
Loki, hush.
Ylandor is the fortress of iron soldiers. Long ago, the dwarves had a great army of golems. All were created in Ylandor. Colloquially, common tongue, it's called Bastion.
You named it that, not me.
Why not? Overwatch? Question mark? Really?
Yeah.
Overwatch?
That's what I always think of when you say it.
I named it that before Overwatch came out.
Whatever.
Whatever. Anyway, and then Morthide is the gate city. It leads to Sefgaram, Great Forge.
So, here's my question. You know about Visago, you know about these artifacts, do you know anything that he is weak to? Do you know if maybe something here is making him more powerful, and that's why he chooses to stay here?
There are stories of Visago being slain before.
How did that work? Something super
Paladins.
easy?
Radiant magic hurts him.
Well, this is all you, Roland.
In all stories, it took a whole contingent of knights with divine magic to kill him.
Well, this is not
At
all
least
you,
in the
Roland.
storybooks.
Gotta make do with Roland.
It's
Also, we found the prince from Dawnhammer. He says that his father has been avoiding helping all these people. Could it be that
Yes.
he's working for them in
We
order
were.
to protect his own city?
We were not aware of this until very recently. We don't know what he could possibly be planning. We believe it is a simple sickness of the mind. Greed and power have blinded him to what is going on.
It just seems like a really long time to be acting like this. Also, why is there a dog here?
I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. It's too bad he's really cute. You can mark these places on your map if you want to. Or I can.
What? This one?
Yeah, that one.
I can't see the map that you're on.
I will do it.
Here, use blue.
You should totally show us the whole map.
I shouldn't. Maybe what? I'm not a good at writing, but I'm gonna
You're
try.
not a good at
I'm
writing.
not a good at writing.
We're speaking.
What? How long is our recording currently?
1 hour, 17 minutes.
Nice.
God damn it, your armor class is high.
It still doesn't help.
But it's still high.
It's 15, so it's so it's 16 from base armor, 1 from fighting style, and 1 from.
There you go.
Sweet. Burp.
What is that?
Sure.
All right, friends.
Well, we should hand off responsibility of the dwarves to the. Wait, did we get a name for them? For the group?
They have not given you a name.
Did you take him out earlier?
Yeah, he pooped and peed and everything.
Go get a job. Go on.
He did all the things. It was great.
What should we call your group, friend?
For now, I will not reveal this.
SOS.
Our master does not wish it. You will know us in time, though.
What should we call you? What should we call you by name so we can refer to you without saying "Hey, dwarf"?
Call me Jean.
Jean.
Hungry, are you?
Very.
Here has some jerky.
Starts munching on the jerky.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Jean, can you and your men take care of the dwarves and give them some rest so that they can help us later?
We will do our best.
Thank you.
We'll be resting up ourselves.
We will separate out to many groups throughout the city so as to not be
Yeah.
too much of a target.
Also, we really upset Visago recently, so
Yeah.
You upset Visago.
we all agreed to the plan. Oh no, I did upset Visago separately.
When you're ready to fight, just send out a signal of some kind. I'm sure with it being you guys, we'll figure it out.
I do
Well,
have
you
a
know where we're
horn that
going.
no one else can hear.
Hmm.
Except the person of my choosing. So.
I am not surprised.
You just listen for the extremely loud bellowing
Yeah, anyone
sound.
who's nearby, and then try to signal each other like a chain.
Maybe light some houses on fire.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah. We'll probably be ready in 4 to 8 hours.
Light the saga on fire. Sure.
And then they head out and chat.
We go and explain to the other dwarves that
Yeah.
we have.
They
what the
all
plan
sort
is.
of have a big conversation in the middle of the street, and then quickly they disperse into smaller groups.
Where do we want to end up? I assume we were probably talking somewhere around here because we
Somewhere around there.
somewhere.
Do we want to move up more?
I mean, probably it might be nice to, but I also have to stay within range of.
Well, we don't know where they're going, so we don't even know what to stay in range of.
I mean, I'm assuming they won't try to get very far. The
So-
more they're out in the open, the bigger target they are.
Where are we at the moment?
We can go around here and just
You're
stay
around
there
that
then.
one. Right where she pointed.
So around here.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We
this
can
was-
just go into the one of the places around there and sleep.
Remember that you have the cave dragons in the southwestern part of this map.
Over
Yes.
here somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Would the cave dragon be a harder opponent than the saga?
Hard to say.
Plus, we'd have to escape because they just closed us in.
Saying we need to kill all the leaders.
Yeah, we can deal with the travesty that is inside of the city first, and then hopefully we'll
Blow
be able
up
to
the
go
tower, kill the dragon, kill the Sago. Not necessarily in that order.
out. Definitely the tower though first. That one has
Yeah, tower
probably has to
first.
be first, and then the rest as opportunity presents itself. We'll see.
You guys are gonna have some epic fights ahead of you.
Oh
Fantastic.
God! All right,
Do you
sleep.
Want to go get lunch while our characters are resting?
How long's our video currently?
Now it is 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Okay.
It is currently 11:33.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a bit of a break. Can we get a summary of what the plan is?
Rest.
When we rest up, we're going to.
She's going to do the horn thing and see if we can get anyone else from the surrounding area to come.
Would you say that she's horny?
No,
Very horny, aren't you, Michelle?
I'm not horny for this plan. I think we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Inglorious combat.
Everyone knows, since we made it clear that we're going to the tower, so they at least know, they hear the horn where we're going to.
Sure.
So, we told them about the tower, right, before we split up.
Yes.
So when the horn is sounded, we will.
We'll just
Leave
sound the
Make
horn
our
as we
way
get there,
there.
the entire way there. Just keep blowing on the horn.
So we will head towards the tower, and hopefully, with a decent sized force, we can enter the tower and destroy whatever's at top. That'll be our first priority.
Mm-hmm.
We can see what sort of defenses we'll be up against and formulate a plan as
We wait for others to eventually come.
The
And
tower
did not use
again
that plan
is
at all.
this large white stone tower with these strange, interesting, branching, tree branches working around it up. So it looks like dwarven white stone construction, and then elven druidic magic surrounding it. It's probably some kind of outreach program between the two of them before they hated each other.
Sure.
Wow.
On the outside of it, this yellow spore cloud constantly disperses out above it, and it has a bunch of fungal growths growing at the bottom. So not all the way up it, but the base is pretty covered in that stuff. And that'll do it for part 1. So thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in part 2, where we will attack this tower and see what's in there. Lots of interesting stuff up ahead. So see you
Glorious
then.
combat.
Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, send through UPS our video. Go ahead and Pony Express it. Jingle the bell.
You gotta be updated. You gotta send the video through email.
Email this video, yes.
Electronic
Tweet,
mail, that is.
tweet it. Use your Twitter.
Distribute it via smoke signal.
Yes. Distribute via smoke signal. Machine code.
Commercials.
Commercials, yes. Take out an ad in your local paper. Personal ad.
Craigslist.
Craigslist this video. Put it on farmersonly.com.
Wait, you can't do that if you're not a farmer.
There's farming in this game, it's fine. Find us on Tinder.
No.
Don't find us
LinkedIn.
on Tinder.
Yeah, Bisago has some pretty racy pictures on Tinder if you're ever interested.
Getting that freaky stuff.
Yep.
I'm not interested.
And we'll catch you in part 2. So thanks so much for watching.
Not safe.
Click that button. Bye.
Bye.